Hey, kinfolk. Hope you're doing okay. Hope you're doing better today than you were yesterday. So, MAGA's president done launched us into a war. It ain't my war. And it ain't the war of the people. And let me just say this. As a civilian, as a person that promotes peace, that tries every day to address the trauma and the violence that's a result of that trauma in our individuals and our collective communities, I want peace. I want comfort. I want safety. I want security. But I also carry the other side. The side that was born at a time when my father had just come back from Vietnam, a war we shouldn't have been in. And he came back into a time to where, similar to now, the country was taken to the streets and they were protesting and they were standing against and they were changing policies and they were doing what they needed to be doing. Shortly after I was born, Kent State happened, like the Chicano moratorium, all of that in the same year I was born. So I was conceived through the cellular trauma of war put into my DNA. And I had that violence in my community, in my home, that dictated how I moved through my early childhood to the point that I joined the military looking for an escape. And it was no escape. And I ended up in a war that we shouldn't have been in. And to be honest, every war is based on some bullshit. It's for other people. It's for their gain. And they wrap it in patriotism and the American flag and tell us to swallow it. And we feel obligated. And we do. But we know. And we learn. So, I have friends that have children in the military right now. And I think that's, at one point, part of their life path. It's an initiation into the next phase of their life if they do it right. And it should reacquaint them with the roots of the people when they come home. Because now they've seen. And I hope they stay safe. But they signed up for this game. I don't know what to tell them. They targets because of the government they serve. And I'm trained for good and bad, from the streets and the military and everything in between, and just the way I was raised. I must stand for the people. So, unfortunately, for those serving, y'all targets so that somebody else can play games. And it's not my game. Let the chips fall where they may. Let the roosters come home to roost. Collateral damage and fog of war is going to take over. And some of y'all voted for this, so y'all own this.
Man, they ran labels over people, money over land, but the youth waking up. Truth too loud. Ancestors walking through the crowd, they burn villages. Broke